Hi Aussie Gamers, welcome to episode 44 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that does not condone the actions of fanboys. I am your host once again for this week, Thorncliff, and joining me is my good friend Red. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Formerly known as Fanboy over here too, by the way.
Yeah?
I got a bit of flack.
It's alright. It's all in good fun last week. Once again, we're without our fearless leader, LewkOne. The good news is, though, is he now has internet. So that's a bonus. He should be back with us hopefully next week, if not the week after. Just a few work commitments that need to be sorted out there. Quickly go through the week in preview. We'll be focusing on the express element of the podcast this week. We'll do our usual what we've been playing. I think it's going to have a very Blizzard feel about it this week.
Yeah.
Yes, and this week in the news, we've got the Robin Williams is coming to WoW, XBoxOne comes to Japan, Minecraft to Next Gen, some Left 4 Dead 2 news, and I think Red's got a whole heap more as well. What have you got?
Oh, a little Evil Within, bit of a publicity ploy, which seems pretty cool. The acquisition of Twitch, and for all you zombie heads, a bit of Resident Evil Revelations 2 news.
Awesome. There'll be no special feature this week, and the WhatsApp sound's out again. But yeah, we'll just bring it home after this week. As I said, it's going to be quite an express show. But without further ado, let's go on to what we've been playing. What have you been doing, Red?
Oh, 2 letters and a number. PS4.
Yes.
I was happy. Got my PS4 back Tuesday this week. And to my surprise, I sent away under strict instructions from Sony Australia just to send the console, no cords, no nothing. And to my surprise, when I got my delivery and I opened it up, it was a fresh boxed PS4 with a complimentary controller and HDMI cable and all the works. So pretty happy.
Awesome.
Yeah, so consider debt settled.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I was lucked in there. I was pretty impressed. But
usually they send just like a refurbished console and they go, oh, yeah, here you go. Just get the console back. So
have another good 10 months and then I'll hear from you again.
Yeah.
But basically all I've been playing, I mean, amongst copious amounts of downloads to get it back up to spec, is Diablo. We all hit a bloody session together the other night. Most of us admins got in there and had a bit of a crack, a run around, and much more of the same, really. Finished the game now, up to Paragon 34 with my Crusader. I have a level 1 monk. His name's Hoodrub. You can decipher that for yourself. And I embarked on my hardcore playthrough, and I'm currently up to about, level 17 or 18 in Act 1. So bring on that platinum. So other than that, I tried out Velocity.
Oh, yes.
I played the first 4 levels.
Velocity 2X.
2X, yes.
Yes, I'll go on to a bit more about that, but yeah.
They dropped DLC day 1 for a Plus game. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had probably about 4 levels on that, so nothing groundbreaking at the moment, but it looks like something I could possibly get into. I'll have a go anyway, claim a few trophies. Oh, and also, yesterday I embarked on my very, very first venture into the world of Minecraft.
Oh, yes. Enjoyable?
Oh, yeah. I think it's everything Don't Starve wanted to be. It's a lot more simpler, but then it's a lot more complex at the same time when it comes to enchanting and creating and cooking and digging and building. So I think it could be a lot of fun. I had a bit of a cranking headache last night, so I didn't get too much out, but yeah, I'm definitely get my $20 worth. So
yeah, well, Luke and we've had that before with our servers and all that kind of stuff with the Aussie gamers, and I love it. Love Minecraft. It's great fun. I'm not 100% sold on it on the consoles as yet because I haven't put too much time into it, but on the PC, it's awesome. Love it.
Put it this way, I can see where it'd be a lot easier with a mouse.
Yeah, very much. So that's all?
Yeah, that's my week, mate.
All right. So for mine, I had Luke actually come around to my house last Saturday night and brought around the Reaper of Souls for the PS4. So we sat down. We had about a 4-hour couch co-op session of it. So it was my first go of it, and loved it. It was just amazing. The load times are awesome. In the first time, I got a mage and a wizard mage, one of the two, and built it up to level 26 in apprentice mode in 3.5 hours. So I hadn't even finished the first act, and I was already, pretty high up. So we're playing it on hard mode, but then as soon as Luke left the game, and I went to do a bit myself, I just got absolutely annihilated because I didn't have all the perks for the apprentice the apprentice mode. So it was like one hit kill, and I'm like, I think I'll drop this back down a bit.
But it's easy to sink multiple hours into it, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I then put the PS3 version in, and just to get my fix on it until Wednesday when I got paid, so I could buy the PS4 version, and the differences is amazing. You can see it looks crisp. It flows a hell of a lot better than the PS3 version. I had so much trouble with the online on PS3. Couldn't get into like other people into my game. It was just glitchy and laggy. But on the PS4, the load times there isn't any. You click to a next level and you just go, and that's really awesome. I'm not sure if that's got to do with it with the PS3 version being run completely off the disc. Would probably be the reason why the loading times are quite a difference between the loading times between PS3 and PS4, because there is a hefty install on the PS4. But it was awesome. We had as you said, the big session the other night, and went through a couple of dungeons on adventure mode, and then I think I did 2 rifts with you guys, and that was awesome. It was really, really good. So something I've got to actually add in here as well. Saturday night, LewkOne comes around in his pajamas.
Wicked. That's what I do too. Not judgment here.
Are you serious?
It was funny. He was heading home and from your place, and he's going, sent me a message going, are you up? And I went, well, duh. It's me. And he goes, I just had a wicked sesh with Thorncliff, really got my game on and everything like that. And I went, cool. And then he goes, which I should add to mine, I totally forgot. And he goes, Dead Space 3? And I went, yeah, right, yeah. So we sat up to about 2 o'clock and played another couple of hours of Dead Space 3 that night. So he really got a game and fix that he was well deserving of. I must admit, that's a really, really good game.
Dead Space 3?
Yep. Yeah, I really don't mind it at all. I've not played 1 or 2, and it was the Plus title, a couple months ago.
Yeah, last month, I think.
Yeah, it was really good.
I've got to get it still. I don't know, like I'm not the biggest fan of those types of games, but...
It's very hard.
Yeah.
And it's unforgiving.
I guess that's a good draw of those types as well, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have the patience for them.
Yeah, fair call.
Which brings me on to the next one. I got Spec Ops The Line. So that was a while ago that we got that, and I've had it downloaded on the PS3 for ages, and everyone's been saying, it's an awesome game. You should really play it. Couldn't get into it.
No.
About 3 levels in, and just couldn't do it. And then I got Joe Danger on the Vita yesterday.
I remember playing that demo ages ago.
Yeah, so I've played it on the Vita a fair bit, and that's good fun. It's just it's like a racing game that you've got to... Well, you're not really racing against anyone, but you're on your bike and you go through the level and try and collect all the stars and all that. And yeah, it's good fun. Good fun for the Vita anyway. And the next one that I've sunk a fair bit of time into over the last couple of days is the PlayStation Battle Royale on the Vita as well.
On the Vita? Is that cross multiplayer?
Yeah.
Multiplayer?
I'm not sure if it's cross-platform multiplayer,
Because
but
Pixel
it's
Junk Shooter was, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
you could be sitting there on your Vita and you can play the PS3. Because I haven't downloaded it yet. I purchased them all, but I really want to give that a crack.
Yeah, it was good fun. Like I enjoyed it. I'm playing as Kratos at the moment, so
You'd be in your element.
yeah, love it. Best character ever. So yeah, but that's it for me for the week. And yeah, you got
Yeah, you
anything
feel
else to add or?
you're feeling a bit unwell this week.
Yeah. I've been crook. I was actually off today, and yeah, so
Is
just
that withdrawals from Lego?
possibly I need to get my Lego fix on. I've actually got on my get gaming thing. I've got what's it called, the Lego Hobbit that
Oh
I've
yeah,
got on next on my list. I think that's next. I've also got Kingdom Hearts 1.5 that I want to
that'll
do
be
a
a lot of
playthrough
fun.
of. So yeah, that looks awesome. But yeah, I need to finish Wolfenstein first so I can send it back.
Bloody hell, get it done.
Yeah,
You're
I
nearly
know, but
there.
I know I'm nearly there. But Diablo 3's kind of taken precedence over everything this week.
Yeah,
And
good.
then, yeah, I've really got to actually sit down and finish it this week because as soon as Destiny comes out next week, I'm not going to have any time to do anything but that.
I was about to say you're making the leap day one.
Uh, yeah, day one or day two it'll be,
This is
depending.
pure speculation. I heard on the rumor mill today. Like, I received my email, my text message from EB saying, "Oh, Monday night, midnight release." Rah rah rah. I'm like, "Oh, it's too cold down here."
Yeah,
But I don't know. Unconfirmed, obviously. I haven't researched it enough. But apparently, the servers won't be up at like midnight.
okay. It might be
So
up about 10 a.m. with
yeah,
midnight launch in America, possibly.
yeah. So watch this space.
Hmm. No, it'll be good though. Like I'm really waiting for it. I've already told my missus, don't get me anything for Father's Day. And
Yeah,
she's like, what do you mean? I said, I want Destiny. It
yeah.
comes out on Tuesday. And she's like, oh, okay, then no worries. So that's my Father's Day present.
Happy Father's Day, Thorncliff.
Yes.
I got my wedding present this week.
Your wedding present?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
getting
even
married
married
in
yet.
January.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're not even married yet.
Oh, it's a pre-order.
Oh,
So essentially, I got a docket, but I pre-ordered the big Witcher set, the Witcher 3.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a big spend up about $750 in EB. Go figure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got my son's birthday present and Christmas present all in one hit. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's got a PS3 and Minecraft and some credit and some in-store credit and whatnot. But I managed to put down Unity. But I'm getting Far Cry 4 from JB Hi-Fi because I don't really like the statue and I just prefer the steel book.
Uh-huh.
And that's JB Hi-Fi exclusive. What else did I get? Lords of the Fallen.
Which
Uh,
is Lord of the Rings, is it? Or
no, Lords of the Fallen is kind of Dark Souls-esque, the third-person brutal slasher sort of thing.
oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's very reminiscent visually for me so far of Dark Souls.
Mhm.
So another RPG. I'm really going to get my RPG fix in the next 12 months on this machine.
Yeah.
It started last week, didn't it, with Diablo?
Oh,
That's
I can't put it down at the moment. It's just awesome.
yeah, and you like I've like maxed out my character obviously level wise, but I'm going through my paragons. But you can save your paragon points for a newly created character as well.
Ooh.
So
Okay, yeah, because I haven't even finished. I'm about halfway through the second act at the moment.
yeah,
And yeah, it's just one of those things where I was actually going to talk to Luke when he's doing night shift and say, before you start night shift, just log into your PS4, log into my game. You can, he can just stand at fucking Tristram or wherever, and I'll just use all his experience points to go.
bloody boosters.
Yeah, it's the way to
Look
do
at
it. Like
that.
I
If he's
didn't.
on night shift, I'll just play with you.
I said to, I think it was you the other night. I had the butcher.
Yeah, jump
I
in,
had
jump
to do it.
in.
And I'm like, jump in, do the butcher with me. And you're like, yeah, right, no worries. The second that you jumped in my game, you didn't even get in. I turned my major power on for my mage, and it hit the butcher, and within like a second, he was dead. And I'm like, fuck, are you that OP that you just needed to jump into my game, and I hit him with like a second worth of arcane magic, and he just dead.
Yeah, well, essentially I'm a lot up over level 100 now.
Yeah.
So that's going to boost you a butt ton.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it, jumping in with you, because like I'll be playing a lot of Destiny, obviously, and going to have a character with all you guys, and I'll have a character with Repremier for like the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning things when everyone else is in bed. But yeah, other than that, I'll be switching between. I'm not going to put Reaper of Souls down. I am going to platinum this game. Second week in a row I've said that, and I'm moving closer now with my hardcore character, because once that's done, the rest is just a grind. You know, you can do it on easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to happen.
I was actually looking at the what's it called, the roadmap for the trophy guide.
Oh yeah, to the platinum.
And it says it's only a 3 out of 10.
It is.
But
it's only a grind.
It's a grind. They said about 80 hours to platinum it though.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably give it a go.
Yeah, well, it's got that much replayability. It has the options of DLC, I guess. But knowing Blizzard, they don't. Well, from what my experience, they don't really drop DLC. They drop expansions.
But when they do things, they patch it as well. So when they patch things like World of Warcraft, and it patches, but when they patch it, it adds dungeons and adds different things into it. So
they keep giving back.
In saying that it's not going to have a DLC, the way that they technically tend to do it is when they do a patch, they might add in a new dungeon or add in a new thing, you know, so...
Yeah, because those rifts in adventure mode are limitless what they can throw at you.
Yeah, they were just epic when I went in there. It was just such a shit fight on the screen that you didn't know where your character was.
I done one today with 2 other blokes from the page, Andrew Facey and Adam Martin, and we done on Torment 2, so it's pretty... They're pumping out some damage there, and it took just over an hour.
Oh.
I'm like, shit, I've got to go get my kid, man.
All right, let's head on to the news.
Absolutely.
Alrighty then, the League of let's start that again. Yes, LOL, League of Legends World Championship is poised to sell out a 45,000 seat stadium.
Shit.
For their big grand final that they've got. So it's going to be in Seoul in South Korea, of course it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've got a massive big stadium there that they're going to have their World Championships on, and yeah, they reckon that they can sell it out 45,000 seats for esports. So that's pretty massive. In comparison, it was last year they held it at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, and that only seats 12,000.
Oh shit!
So at the peak, there was 32 million viewers online, and yeah, it's just these esports are getting massive. I remember watching this the final of it last year at the EB Expo.
Yep.
And yeah, even there, it was like people were watching a footy game. They're cheering and carrying on for this.
Yeah, I was about to throw it.
Playing League of Legends, so yeah.
I was about to throw it into perspective. Like, I don't know so much with NRL, but the AFL, you're never really getting 45,000 at a game unless it's finals.
Yeah. Well, South Sydney and the Roosters last night had 32,400 at their game.
Won?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Go.
Fucking Roosters. You'll be kicked off this podcast, all right? I'll shut it down right now.
Was it do or die?
Nah, South's come third anyway.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Yep. Okay, your bit.
Capcom announced Resident Evil Revelations 2. It's quite funny if you guys are on the PS4. Not so sure about the Xbox One, but hopefully one of our new guys will let us know. They have a little video, like a teaser trailer, if you will. No gameplay or whatnot, but spruiking it because there was images leaked about a week ago, and they haven't taken long to turn around and turn it into some advertising, which I love. But yeah, Resident Evil Revelations 2 has been announced, and it's by the same team that made the first Revelations game. 2 new characters. The only thing we can really look at is the video, and there's some concept art and an Xbox 360 cover, and it's currently the second title that Capcom are working on in the Resident Evil series, because they're doing a HD remaster of the original one from the GameCube. And it's expected to be released early 2015 on all major platforms, though here it does say Windows PC, so Mac might be missing out. Are you a Resident Evil fan?
Not really.
No.
No, I've still got Resident Evil 6 here that I bought. I bought it for $14. I saw it on sale, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy that, and yeah, it's still sitting in its plastic. So,
just laughing at the giraffe getting head.
Yeah, that's what I bought it for.
I'd really like it. Just closing up on this news article, I'd really like it if they went like not the copy, but very Last of Us feel, where everything's real minute and it's more of a survival game. Rather than pumping out bullets and everything like that.
Well, that's one good thing as well with I'm not the biggest fan of, well, I'm going to sound like a pussy, but I'm not the biggest fan of scary games.
Oh, you're not a pussy, I hate them.
And like things like that, the Last of Us did it fantastic in that there's areas in that put you that on edge and nothing happens. You know, it's all about the atmosphere and the
ambiance.
It's just, that was enough to freak me out. Some bits where you're like walking through underground and you're going, something's going to jump out at me, and nothing ever does.
Yeah.
That's enough to scare the fuck out of me in a game. So, yes, Beyond Two Souls may be coming to PS4.
Yes, director's cut.
Yes. Are you interested?
No, not really.
No, for the most part, I enjoyed this game. There was a few, like, what the hell moments in it and all that, but it was good. It was Quantic Dream. It's what you were expecting from them. It was very, they're movie-orientated games. They're not big groundbreakers. They're there for the story. They do a good story. They do what they do. It's
an interactive narrative.
Yeah, just like Heavy Rain. So Heavy Rain was an amazing game, and if anything, I'd prefer to see Heavy Rain remade onto the PS4. But it is aging at the moment, but still it holds up. And yeah, so Beyond Two Souls may be coming very soon. That's according to the PlayStation Trophies website, the Exophase. So they've had trophies come up, and yeah, but PS4's PlayStation are yet to confirm that. So yeah.
Well, you just look at it. You said it's like a movie. Well, they've got Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page. You know, they are actors by trade. So
Willem Dafoe looked amazing in it. So did Ellen Page. You know, it was just, they look really good with their mocap and the way that they do things, but I don't think that it needs to be remade.
Nah, it's accessible enough on the PS3.
Yeah. Yeah, for a game that dropped down to about $40 after a month.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get the sales on the PS4, to tell you the truth. All right,
moving on.
You going?
Yep. Amazon has confirmed it has reached an agreement to buy the game live streaming service Twitch for just under $1 billion. Just a Ferrari shy of $1 billion. So, and the deal is expected to close in the second half of the year. They say that they have the same sort of customer service sort of outlook. They want to give the players and the community everything. So they found a nice little niche coupling there for the companies, and Let's hope it just engages us a little bit more, but not changes it too much. You know, every man and his dog is using Twitcher now.
Twitch, not
Switch,
Stitcher.
Twitcher, Twitter. Yeah, Twitch. So I don't know too much of what they're going to do to try and change it, or if they do change it, it's probably just a little bit more monetization with some ads or whatnot. But you still get plenty of those even through the app on the phone. I've got over 18 gig to use on my phone, so I've just been smashing the Twitch app.
So it's Amazon that's buying it.
Yes, yeah.
Because wasn't it Google that had put in a play for it?
Yeah, well, it looked like that was going to go through. We even reported it on the news here probably a month and a half ago.
Yeah, so it's actually Amazon buying it. Still a good move. These big companies that buy it, and people will undoubtedly say they're going to fuck it and all that kind of stuff, but these are big companies that know what they're doing. I think they'll do a good job.
Well, they had $1 billion spare to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not buying it for a small shitty amount that they can just throw away if it falls over. They've actually invested quite an amount of money, and it looks like time, into it as well. So, yeah, I just think that if it's working and it's working the way that they need to, they don't really need to change anything. They've just bought the site, and we'll now sit back and go, well, we'll put our Amazon ads on there, and yeah, just sit back and rake in the cash, basically.
Well, I'll tell you what, just touching on your League of Legends and their esports, and then you've got this $1 billion company that's all about the gamer, and even here in Australia you see Holden closing up and Ford closing up and all these main staple businesses that are worth millions all closing up. Is gaming like just the most booming market at the moment? It's the only thing stopping the recession nearly, I reckon.
I don't really know.
It's
in the end, it is a booming market, but the market isn't here for it.
No, not yet.
No, that's where it comes into it. If it does start booming and all these kind of things, I think I've touched on it before with an oversaturation in the market, especially on things like Steam, where I said, we've got all these games and all this kind of stuff, and I think when Luke was saying that you can't really, you've got choice, like why is that an issue? We need to remember, like back in the early 80s when things like this happened, they oversaturated the market with Atari, and it almost killed the industry. So oversaturation can be a bad thing when games aren't being finished and put out onto the market. So, yeah, that's what happens with early access things. There's been a couple of those of late that have fallen over and not been finished. So,
yeah, as late as today, I think I read one actually. Something got taken off early access.
All right, moving along. XBoxOne has been released in Japan, but it seems like somebody forgot to tell the Japanese about it. There's a huge amount of photos that are up online at the moment with people barricading off areas next to their shop saying that the Xbox One is coming out and here's your lineup for the Xbox One, and nobody's lining up.
Yeah, the journalists outnumbered the consumers.
Yeah, so I think that Sony's been very big in the Japanese market for such a long time, and Microsoft I don't think has really ever picked up much of a market share in Japan. I think it's like PlayStation 2 was massive in Japan, and up until recently they were still making games for it. So I think they are quite loyal to the Sony brand, but yeah, let's see if they can pick up some sales. But
Sony is Japanese, so in its origin. Yeah, that'll have a lot to do with it. I tell you what, I spent 6 months over in Japan, and they had the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, but I even then never heard of the 360 over there or anything like that. But these companies keep making the Japanese games that they've been playing, like your Dynasty Warriors and all that sort of stuff, and their own Japanese-style games of the dancing girls and whatnot.
Yeah, it'd be a very hard market to crack, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Nintendo does quite well over there as well, but yeah, only time will tell with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do you even try?
No. Oh, yeah, you've got to. They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have to try.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work. Like it's taken a while for the PS4 to come out over there as well. But yeah, I don't even know if you bother trying to hit that market and spending all the extra amount in development costs and all that kind of stuff to make it accessible.
Well, it's a huge amount of resources to try and crack into a country.
Yeah.
That are so set in their ways, even not just gaming, they are just traditionally set in their ways. You know, they make their mind up and that's that. So they've had the market forever and a day from Sony. You know, why would they change?
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Minecraft kind of dropped on us. We only reported last week that it didn't tick the boxes and kick the goals. But all of a sudden we get news, yesterday? Bang! Minecraft, on the PS4 and Xbox One today.
Yep. It was a big shock.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I jumped on, deposited my $20 straight away.
And I need to deposit my $6.
Yeah, because you have it on the PS3, correct? Yes?
Yep.
Yeah, so what does it give us? 36 times bigger the world is than that on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Also allows the 4-player split screen and online multiplayer for up to 8 players.
Awesome.
It boasts the ability to transfer your creations from your last gen to continue working on them. And so far, the title has sold nearly 54 million copies worldwide across all platforms.
It's massive.
Yeah, and there is rumour that a version may be in the works for the Oculus Rift.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting, I think. Yes, I'll be depositing my money, I think, and getting it. But yeah, how's your trophies going on it?
I played for an hour and got 13.
Yeah. Loves handing them out. Open your inventory. Trophy.
Yeah. Let's do a song. Okay.
Yeah.
The funny thing was, I got the shits with the music, so I turned it down. I muted the music and just kept the effects on.
Yeah. Okay.
Went up to the thing, grabbed the CD out and the CD player, chucked the CD in. The music didn't play, but the trophy popped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you only have to turn it on to get a bloody trophy in that game. And there's a few there, but that does not look tricky at all. I think there's already a platinum being obtained on the PS4, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's actually a video going around where, like, if you can pull your level from your previous one, like one of the biggest trophies that you've got to get is finding the end portal.
Yeah.
So if you've found it already on your PS3 and you upload that world straight to your PS4, you could probably pump a platinum out in about half an hour.
Yeah, because you'd already have the minecart tracked down and everything like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hell.
Yes, and then you'd put it down and never touch it again.
But I tell you what, I'm going to get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, it's great fun, especially creation mode. Yeah,
one thing I will note, actually, you know, on your PS4, when you get a game invitation or an invitation to join a chat party, you can instantly press the PS3 button and the PS button, and it'll stop you from having to go through notifications and everything to reply to it.
Yep.
This is the first game I've ever seen. It pops up in the game alerts section now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure whether that's got anything to do with 1.76 that we got the other day, or if it's just the way it's geared, or if it's got something to do with PlayStation Now.
Yeah, not 100% sure.
It's all speculation.
Yes. All right. moving along, I've got some Left 4 Dead 2 news. So, have you ever played Left 4 Dead 2?
No, but I think I've read the news article you're about to touch on.
Yeah, so it was very famously banned in Australia when it was first released, and then they did some major censoring to it, and finally we got a release for it in Australia. But now that we've got the R18 classification, Left 4 Dead 2's been resubmitted to the classification board and has now come out in its full awesomeness as an R18 title. So, yeah.
So is it for
original...
what sort of genre is it?
It's a zombie game.
So first person like Dead Island? Or...
Yeah.
So yeah, smashing shit up.
Yeah, killing things. Cool. It's got a good online as well, multiplayer. So yeah, that's really good. I was actually thinking the other day about this and the games that had previously been banned, if they were actually going to bother resubmitting them or not now that we've got it. But this is a big move coming from Valve to actually resubmit it to the Australian board after the issues that they had last week. Did you hear with the Steam's been taken to court?
Yeah, over their refund policy.
Yeah, about the refund policy. So, yeah, see what happens. So, yeah, you can get online now on Steam and get Left 4 Dead 2 in its full uncensored glory.
Which it should be.
Yes.
You're a big advocate for this, aren't you? You were banging on about the South Park censorship.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. We're all adults. Like,
it's not like you can't find the content if you don't go onto YouTube anyway.
There's one thing, a big thing that annoys me greatly is that we get an R18 rating for a reason, because we are adults and we should be able to do what we want to do, play what we want to play, look at what we want to look at on the internet. You know, if something offends me, then I'll turn it off. I'm not going to sit there and bitch and whinge about it because I've made the choice to do it.
That's exactly right. You've got to be responsible for your own actions, don't you?
Yep. So that's what we've got an R18 for. So over 18 people get it. And if you buy an R18 game for your 12-year-old or your 10-year-old or your 8-year-old, then it's your own fault if you get offended by what they're playing.
Yeah,
because it is not made for them. So
the amount of people I've seen at the GTA launch where their parents were there, or GTA 5, I should say, the midnight launch, the amount of parents there picking up games for their kids. I'm like, oh my God.
I actually got a very filthy look. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the podcast before from a parent that their son was there and he's like, oh, I want to get this. And I just looked at the father and I said, I do not get that game for your kid. Like, seriously, it's not. Yeah.
He's got a Thorncliff voodoo doll that he pricks every night.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's probably why I feel crook today. But yeah, as I said, it's you make choices. You're an adult. If you get offended by something on the internet, you haven't been there long.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. You've been offended by something today on the net, well, you haven't been searching the right places.
Okay, yeah. All right, what have you got for us?
In what is thought to be a theme park first, Village Roadshow Theme Park has entered into a creative partnership with Bethesda. So Movie World on the Gold Coast have this annual thing. It's called Fright Night. So they're planning on making a ghostly, ghastly maze of death, destruction and mayhem that you can go through of a night time and, scare the shit out of yourself in a theme park. Like, the roller coasters aren't enough. But it's pretty groundbreaking that a gaming company, like we've seen the Lethal Weapon and the movie style ones, and
Superman is awesome.
Yeah, I haven't lived on the Gold Coast obviously for 10 years, and you go up there now, and an 8-year-old kid, it costs you $130 to get in.
Yep.
And $20 for a Coke. Bloody hell! But no, this would be cool. I wouldn't actually mind going to a fright.
So what game is it for?
Evil Within.
The Evil Within. Nice.
Yeah, so they have a signature annual After Dark night. They're called Fright Nights, and so they've gone into partnership together. So let's hope to see more, because it's only going to better. It's only for the betterment of the game and the theme park. Really, you're going to get probably a different demographic going just to check that out.
Awesome.
That's about it.
That's all you've got?
That is.
Yes, okay, I've got one more. The people at Wowhead, they're a big website for World of Warcraft, have been going through all the code and doing all their investigations for the Warlords of Draenor expansion that's coming out very soon for WoW, and they've stumbled across a genie.
Yes.
Which is going to be the Robin Williams tribute, it looks like, and it's a very Blizzard-looking character, a genie, and he comes out of his little lamp, and they've got bits here with these the words above his head, and it's like infinite cosmic power, itty bitty living space. So it's a tribute to his genie character from Aladdin. So
hadn't they've found him in the beta, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like they have. Yeah, and there's rumours going around as well that they've found a couple of other little tributes as well. So there was one that he was going to be in one of the towns in the bar, and he just sit in the corner of the bar and tell jokes to the people. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And
there's supposedly a tribute to Mork and Mindy.
Yes, I forget what that was actually, but yeah, I did read something.
Stuffed animals and tanks.
And
the stuffed animals and tanks suggesting a tribute to toys.
To toys, yes. That was a weird movie with him in it.
Very, very much so. Cool, but weird.
Yes.
I loved him in 1 Hour Photo.
That was his best one, I think. I loved that movie. He played such a creep.
Uncle
Si, the photo guy. Yes.
Seems like we're drawn to the same sort of news articles out of interest, so it's good to be able to compliment them with you like that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so we've got also, I'll just touch on the other one. It looks like the story's come out for the Game of Thrones Telltale game series.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so the hashtag for it's Iron from Ice. So it's rumoured to be set in the north.
Yep.
And it's House Forrester is a big family in the game. So they're a little known like clan from the north that's had little touches on it in the series and stuff. But I've read a couple of things and it looks like it's Stannis. He's going to be one of the main characters in it.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking through a couple more of that one once it comes to light, but I can't wait for this to come out. Out of all the Telltale games like Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us, they haven't really interested me.
Yep.
But the Game of Thrones one I will definitely be getting. So yeah, so Iron from Ice.
I crammed the entirety of what's available to me at the moment of Game of Thrones last month in about 10-12 days.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty savvy on the old Game of Thrones at the moment. So
yeah, it was my wife got me into it. She's read all the books and yeah, so I've watched all the series, love it. Can't wait for this game to come out. As I said, it's going to be good. I'm not sure what platform I'd get it on, but yeah, because I think it'll be a game that I'd actually play with my wife. So
I've admittedly never played a Telltale game.
Yeah,
like point and click?
Yeah, well, I've played it on the iPad, so...
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you just point your guy where you want him to go and move him around like that. And, yeah, but when it comes to the Telltales, I think that their next two ones that are coming out are the ones that interest me. I think you need to be really interested in the subject matter.
Yeah.
So, Game of Thrones and the Tales from Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are two will be ones that I'll really get into, I think. But yes, is there been anything else that's caught your eye around?
Oh, we just said Borderlands there. The prequel coming to Vita, I assume.
Yep.
You get to play as Handsome Jack.
Oh.
He's a playable character, apparently. I read that earlier. And talking of games coming across from TV shows, there's slated to be a massive, there's a big Sons of Anarchy game to hit tablet devices.
Oh, really?
The end of October, yeah. Because I think the sales, I can't quote because I actually don't have it up in front of me. 13 sales of tablets were up around 9 billion, and they're expecting it to be up around 27, 28 billion by 2019.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, Kurt Sutter, the executive producer / actor / creator / writer of Sons of Anarchy, has teased a gritty tablet game to be on the horizon for the show, because obviously their last season starts in about 6 days in America.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. I loved what happened at the end of... Yeah, I'm right up to I watched the whole of the last series and that, and where they left it off. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I've got 3 seasons on Blu-ray, and that's as far as I've got so far.
Oh, no, you got to watch the rest of it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I will.
Marilyn Manson's actually going to be in the new series.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he's just released a new album. Or releasing.
Yes. All right, we're going off the gaming subject, so... anything else caught your eye this week? Anything you want to touch on?
No, not really. I think we're going to have a pretty early show recorded pretty early in the week next week, so anything else that I've missed out on that I'll rehash over my notes, I'll bring up then.
Awesome. As I said before, we're not doing a special feature this week. It was slated to be games that we actually want to see reboots of, but we'll have that coming to you in the near future. Do you want to give them one, Red?
I'll give them one. Siphon Filter.
Yes.
Is my big one.
Yes, and my big one is Legacy of Kain. I don't care which one.
Did you see what I've tagged on Facebook today?
Yes.
All yous out there listening, take the opportunity to hit us up on the page with what you'd like to see rebooted. And we'll just see how that... We'll probably, if we get some responses, please, we'll call you out by name when we do the special feature.
Awesome.
And one thing we can't end the show without doing is extending the welcome to the new admins.
Ah, yes.
We have Brownie, Snitty, Weeksy, and Caven. Welcome aboard, guys. And Caven, sorry, I'm bad at that. Yeah. Caven. I say it like Raven, Caven. Caven, sorry, bro. Everyone get around. Welcome aboard like you already have. And, just engage with them on the page. We'll cover a little bit more Xbox, a little bit more PC. We're getting a little bit more of a rounded edge sword now to try and cater to all the masses.
Yes.
It's kind of redundant saying all.
But not on the podcast as yet. We're still the PlayStation people.
Yes.
Yes. We haven't bashed Xbox at all this week, have we? Oh, no, maybe a little bit. They're humiliating Japanese entrance, but... All right, so that's it.
This was a triumph.
Beautiful.
All right, now that we are at the end of this week's show, why not take the opportunity to head over to our Facebook page and give the Aussie Gamers a like. Just go to www.aussiegamers2012, that's AUSSIE, no space, GAMERS 2012. By simply liking our page, you'll be helping to support what we're doing for the Aussie Gamers community. While you're at it, you can subscribe to our podcast using iTunes, Stitcher, or TuneIn Radio. So they're all on your smartphone, and we've also got it on the PS4 now, so just search for Aussie Gamers. If you tweet your life away on a daily basis, you can check out what we have to say by following at Aussie Gamers 2012. All of our Facebook updates come from there, directly uploaded onto Twitter. Come and watch our Twitch stream and witness some gaming and raging sessions by following Aussie Gamers TV at Twitch TV. By searching Aussie Gamers on Aussie Gamers Express on YouTube, you'll gain free, yes, that's free, unlimited access to the Aussie Gamers Video Vault. We have a blog too. Check out aussiegamersexpress.blogspot.com.au for our latest gaming reviews. If you prefer snail mail, then you can send stuff to us at P.O Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales. And that's it.
Thank you very much for once again, Thorncliff.
Thank you very much for coming on. What are you going to be playing tonight?
Last of Us tonight.
Last of Us.
Unless you're getting on Diablo.
Yeah, I'm getting on Diablo.
I might have a go at Diablo then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool, mate.
All right, mate. No worries. I'll see you all next week.
I hope you feel better soon, mate.
Yeah, you too.
See you,
Well, I
Cobber.
bet you feel bad. Jeez, what am I saying? All right, see you later.
Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa